Now entering the atmosphere of Planet Zero. Scanning for signals. Incoming broadcast. Shift destination. BCFP0. Begin transmission.
Hey guys, welcome back to Planet Zero on Book Club.
Wow! Welcome to Book Club from Planet Zero, guys. Episode something in the tens. I don't know.
It's been we had like a 4-week hiatus. You won't know this.
Busy. I was unemployed for a while. That was fun.
I was on vacation.
Well, yep, same.
Well,
Same in a sense. In a sense, being unemployed is a vacation from capitalism.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, you were off the grid for a while.
For a full month. But we're back.
We're back.
We have a special guest in the studio today. The one, the only Lanky Doodles, the artist who created our little splash art that you saw, and a blood relative of mine, Emily.
Oh yeah.
My cousin.
I actually changed my handle recently to Lanky Dice.
Lanky Dice.
Yep.
Damn.
Lanky dice?
Lanky
I don't want to roll
dice.
those dice.
Those dice are going to roll inconsistently and bad. Those are like the
Elongated.
dice
As per usual.
You ever seen a 3-sided dice and it's just like a little triangular tube?
Yeah, I hate that.
I think that's cool. I think that's
Oh, I'm
neat.
sorry. It is pretty cool.
Well, welcome to the podcast today, guys. The last time we talked about Fishman Island a little bit and how much I hated it. Since then,
I like Fishman
Eric's
Island.
been rereading One Piece and he
Yeah.
caught up to Fishman
I'm on
Island.
Fishman Island,
He's
and guess
current-
what, Christian? I'm having a good time.
Eric has wrong opinions.
You're right. It's
Emily-
in that boring exposition part.
We got little history lesson. Big JoJo fan because of Eric. I am. Talk like Yoda. I do sometimes, but mostly I got my little cousin Emily also into JoJo's, and then Eric got me into One Piece. And now, what are you into, Emily?
I'm into One Piece, but coincidentally, not because of you, but now you're keeping me going through it. So
Ha-ha.
you might as well.
All right, now it's
You
time
were
to
complaining-
spoil everything.
You were on. You've been on Alabasta for 10 years. It feels like.
Yeah.
And I started screaming at you to read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He started screaming at me to read it because I was actually watching it and I was taking my sweet little time to watch it.
Stupid.
Wait, did you just say you watch
Yeah.
One Piece? We need to get this
Little-
person
Oh
off
my
the podcast right
God.
now. This is alert. Where's the button
We're,
that
we're
alerts somebody?
anti-anime watchers. I think if you watch the anime for One Piece,
Can we
you're not
edit in
allowed to
some,
have
like,
opinions about One
Listen,
Piece.
Sirens and stuff.
Listen, as an animation major, like I have to. I feel like that's my brand.
That's fair.
Oh, okay.
I
well,
get that.
Aren't you also into illustrating? I remember that. You said that.
Yeah, I am an illustration and animation major. But I like to dabble in both. I just find it harder to read comics, but as of recently I found the
I bet you like the G8
I bet
series.
you like the. Oh, she hasn't gotten there
I
yet.
don't even know what that is.
That's after Alabasta. No, that's after
That's after
Skypiea.
It's right after Skypiea.
I don't even
Yeah.
know what
When
that
you
is.
when you finish Skypiea, when you finish reading Skypiea, you should go back to watching it just to
Okay.
watch the G8.
Sure.
Yeah, you should. Yeah,
And
wait,
then
no,
we'll
don't do
and then
that.
we'll make fun of you for watching G8.
I mean, no, because now I'm reading it alongside watching it. So your opinion on me like watching it.
I do that
and-
too, though. I recently got to Wano. Everyone, a little update. I read since the last time we
Boo.
recorded. I've read
Boo.
27 volumes of One
Holy
Piece.
crap!
Wow.
I am done with not only Punk Hazard, Dressrosa, but also a Whole Cake Island. I've read all of
I
that.
forgot Zoe. You didn't read Zoe yet.
Zoe is a 2-chapter thing.
It's an arc, just
It's
like
so
Gaiman
small.
and the Sea Train.
Zoe might as well have been another Fishman Island, dude.
Stop saying that.
What?
Just because minks are like the land fishmen.
That I never put it like that. I wouldn't consider them the land fishmen. I'd consider them the fur fishmen.
Because they're furries.
They're furries. Every mink is a fur.
I think I
animal.
heard
Yeah.
about this actually.
Spoiler alert, Emily.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Put spoiler
so
alert.
Emily's only up to Jaya.
Yeah. I
That's
know
So-
after
that's a tie.
Alabasta.
So we might just talk up to Jaya today.
It's good because I love One Piece. I love all of One Piece, and especially since I'm rereading it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our least favorite Straw Hat.
Chopper.
Yeah.
No, why would
yeah.
you say that?
Thank you.
Because that's Eric's least favorite. I'm gonna go on record and say that Chopper is my favorite Straw Hat, but Eric told me that his least favorite Straw Hat was Chopper.
Why do you-
So
why
that's
do you
what I
like that,
assumed.
Who's your
nerd?
favorite Straw Hat, Eric?
Well, it's in the top. I only have a top 3.
Who is it?
It's Luffy, Robin, and Usopp.
Okay, that's a good.
Okay.
I can't pick. I
Yeah,
can't pick
that's
a
a good
top
3.
It's
one.
a solid 3. My favorite is Frankie.
What's your top 3 again?
Frankie, Chopper, Zoro.
What's your 3?
I haven't thought about like the 3, but it's probably Chopper, Zoro, Nami.
Nami's
Chopper,
good.
Zoro,
Nami. God damn,
Dude,
that
Nami,
was
Nami.
2. You just got 2 answers wrong out of 3.
Do you not like Nami?
On this
She's
opinion,
weak.
maybe-
Sounds like you just don't like women.
Oh, dude.
Just
dude,
say you don't
need
like
to catch up on-
women.
It's crazy that you're a guest on the podcast. You're not even caught up on the podcast.
wait until I get to Amazon Lily arc.
Dude, I'm
I'm
only a
kidding.
fan.
I
The only
respect
women I
women.
like are the women from the second island of women.
All right, whatever.
That's a good island.
Yeah,
I
it's
would
a
go
good
there.
Island. That's the
Okay.
island Ivanka's from.
I don't know who that is.
They're good.
Well,
Okay.
You know what a newcomer is?
Newcomer?
You know what a?
Nakama?
I think they call them newcomers.
Oh, it's new. It's Newcama
or
Island.
Okama. I forgot.
Oh, come my way.
See, that's the English translation. They
Okay.
call it's Okama, but they call it "Oh Come My Way" in the
Oh,
in the
so
English.
Bon Clay was using those fighting styles when they were fighting in Alabasta?
Yeah, it's something like Okama.
So Sanji learns his fighting style?
Yeah.
Mitch? That's cool. That's cool. That's something I never put together until just now. Spoiler alert.
Okay.
Well, it's not.
Emily.
Yay.
I think it's similar. Yeah, it's a similar.
What? How much? How much have you been spoiled for already? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
tell
know
us.
that you've
Yeah,
been
tell us
spoiled
how
a
much you
lot.
spoiled so we can
You've
talk
seen
about
Lost
it.
Yeah,
Titties,
so I have seen Lost Titties. There's a lot that I have been spoiled for. I of course know that Ace dies.
Ah,
that's
That's a real big
I'm
one.
a Sabo fan.
Whatever.
The only Sabo fan in this room.
And
you
it
literally get out of here.
I'm in enemy territory right now. Dude. I'm calling the
How do you
Revolutionary
think-
Army for backup.
How do you think I feel with Chop?
You know what's crazy is if
Fans
Sabo
everywhere.
was in Ace's shoes, Dragon would have come to save him, and probably actually saved him.
I can't believe
wow,
Luffy's.
don't tell me that.
Do you know who Luffy's father is yet?
Dragon.
No. You know Luffy's father.
I know Luffy's father.
You also know
Ace's father.
Okay.
Okay.
Who is that?
Roger.
Well, we haven't gotten that way. Yeah, we did.
See, no, she knew about that. I was like, what? How do you know about that? Because I honestly think knowing Ace died isn't a huge spoiler. That's like being like Sasuke goes to Orochimaru. It's like, yeah, we know that. That
I don't
happened
know,
30
But
years
don't
ago.
compare Sasuke to Ace. His little whiny baby fucking go to Orochimaru. Ace literally was doing it for the Whitebeard pirates. All right, his family, his Nakama. All right,
He got captured for his Nakama. He got captured because he got beat by Blackbeard
that was fun.
because he went and fought Blackbeard because he killed Teach. And then
Thatch, the guy.
Thatch, yeah, he killed Thatch, and then he lost that fight. Then he gets.
Oh yeah,
captured
Emily.
by the
Whenever
Marines.
you start hearing things you don't want to hear,
So
cover your.
loser.
You can cover your ears and go la 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 la, la right up to the
I'm
mic.
sorry, I forgot that I was gonna get on my soapbox about how much of a loser Ace is.
Oh, let me dust off that soapbox. And
yeah, that's right, creature. Ace is a loser.
He is not.
No,
he most-
just,
Yeah.
what you think? Dying makes you a loser?
I think dying with no consequence on anything else makes you a loser.
Well, you probably skim past the post-war arc. You don't understand Ace
Dude,
as a character.
I understand
like
Ace
I
as a
do.
character. He was a jerk.
You
No,
don't.
okay, first
Shut
off,
up.
you don't tell me not to compare Ace to Sasuke because Ace does the same fucking Sasuke shit in post-war arc. He's like, no one should be my friend. I'm a loner. I don't deserve friends. People
that's-
around me just end up
That's
whatever.
not Ace. Hold on,
He
that
literally-
is
that's-
not Ace.
that's
He
Ace,
felt
bro.
bad that all his friends are coming to save him during the war.
No, that's the war. I'm talking about post-war when he was a kid, when Luffy was trying to be his
yeah, for
friend.
like 5 chapters.
He was being
he was being angsty, yeah. But he eventually got over it
I will say that
when he was like 10.
I am reading the Ace novels. Those little light novels
Aw,
about Ace's
look at that.
story.
No, there's no pictures in it.
That's not what this book club. That's not the kind of books we talk about on this book club, actually, Emily.
And I think that it's interesting because they do mention all of those books take place before Ace becomes part of Whitebeard's pirates. So it goes in depth about when he's part of the Spade Pirates. And
Does he meet Garp? Well,
I'm not. I only
he
read.
meets Garp.
like
I only.
before.
He probably does. I only read the first books so far, and I'm like a little bit through the second book. But I will say that that's interesting that you say that about like Ace being like nobody wants to be my friend and whatever, because that kind of like carries through into the first book. Is like they mentioned that briefly that like Ace doesn't believe that he can like truly be loved by anybody.
Yeah, it's because his dad was Goldie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's always afraid that if they find out that his dad was Goldie,
then they're not.
that one, he's gonna get you're not even in Robin's backstory yet. But he's gonna get like pursued by a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And two, if they find out that he's Goldie's son, they're gonna try and use him to find the One Piece, which he doesn't know anything about.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and
that's
like,
why he doesn't tell anybody.
But that's like
Exactly.
but that's why it makes me so mad that you're like I don't like Ace, because like that's such he's so well written.
He just doesn't like Ace because
You're just a freak.
he's a freak. He also
You just
hates
don't
older
like-
brothers.
Yeah,
I
for
don't
real.
hate older brothers. I love your older brother. He's cool.
You have an older brother.
He's all right. He's okay.
I
I love my older brother. No, I love
I
my
love
older
him
brother.
too.
He's a good dude.
love that.
Pat's a great guy. I would never put him in a position to get a hole through his chest, though.
Okay.
All right, are we done with the?
No,
Ace,
I want to talk
Ace
to.
talk?
I want to talk to Emily about. I want to talk to Emily about her favorite like side characters, because like I think one of the things that we did early on in this podcast is we didn't really dive into a lot of like that early One Piece kind of side story stuff. So like
you wanna re-talk about the first couple arcs? Is that
or we could just talk about some of the side characters and how you feel about them. Like Kobe, how do you feel about Kobe?
I hate Kobe. I think he's annoying.
what's going on with this podcast right now? Just a mix of emotions
No,
going all over the place. Everybody's wrong.
Everybody's
yourself.
wrong.
None of these opinions are correct.
I'll defend myself on this one. I think that it's just a personal thing because I don't
The
like
pink hair, isn't it?
No, I tend to not like little annoying like characters, which is really interesting because
you on that
Chopper becomes that exception.
Hold on, Chopper's not annoying ever.
He's not really annoying, but
Chopper's never annoying.
No. But I mean, like the high pitched voice, like little teeny
Oh.
tiny like sidekick characters. I
The-
really don't tend to
the-
like.
I was the same way.
What do
I
you?
was
How do you? What do you call him? You call him little snot nosed
little
kids?
shits.
Yeah,
I hate little shits.
Kobe to me is a little snot nosed kid.
But my problem is if they're like really younger, like little boys. Like Kobe's kind of a teenager, but
That later on he is. Where I'm at, he shows up and he's like annoying and he's like, I'm gonna be a Marine. Yeah.
no, he's awesome. Well,
He
Yeah.
look,
wants to join the Navy.
I don't care.
I
The
was
Navy is the
watching.
good guys.
He's
I was
annoying.
watching this one anime called Megaloboxing,
Mm.
and I was like really digging it. It was like this is a new anime I'm gonna freaking get into. Then the second episode came along, and they introduced like a bunch of like kids from the junkyard, and like they're like, "Wow, you're so cool, Megalobox!" And I'm like, "This is literally the lamest shit ever." I stopped watching
Right.
it.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I felt about Kobe. I mean, like in JoJo's, you Christian, you like Sagechi a lot.
You don't like
Okay, hold
Shigechi?
on.
Hold on, what's going on
I very
here?
much do not like him.
Don't you want to touch his head and like rub your
No,
head on his head?
I really don't. I can't say that I do.
He's got an exfoliating head.
That's really gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a problem with with his
That's
freakish
from all the,
head?
Really
that's from all the
gross.
times his parents dropped him.
That's not. Why would the head
Okay.
spike
That's-
out?
Because they dropped it on a durian.
But anyway, yeah, I feel like Kobe just unfortunately falls in that trope of characters that I just don't really enjoy.
Hey, go back to Shigechi for a second. That guy almost defeated Josuke and Okuyasu. Remember that,
Dude,
I
he had them
know.
in the
If
bag.
he didn't
I
have,
know.
if they weren't fighting over that check, I think he would have won.
No, I'm aware. But
And anyone who's who doesn't know what we're talking about right now, we're currently talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4.
Diamond is unbreakable.
Diamond is Unbreakable. The side character Sagechi, who they
Look him up.
meet during. He's
Look him
a pivotal character.
He's a pivotal character.
He's
Emily.
starts
okay.
the main
He's
story.
okay.
He kicks off the main story by dying.
he's all right.
Don't. Oh my
He's kind
god.
of like Ace in that way.
Stop bringing him up.
He's kind of like Ace.
He's all right. Don't say that. No, he
No,
isn't.
he's not like
No,
that.
he's like Ace because he
No, he
dies,
isn't.
and then the main characters have a drive to go after the bad guys.
Nope.
He's sort of like Ace.
Nobody
in that way.
Nobody
Don't-
was driving to get Ace's killer.
Huh?
No,
Yeah, nobody cares about.
That wasn't it. That wasn't the reason.
Nobody
People
cares-
cared.
nobody
All
cares-
right.
Nobody's like we have to get revenge for Ace. Everybody's just like, oh well, he's dead now. So is that other guy.
Well,
And that other guy.
time to go away.
Time to guys. I guess this is the new age of pirates. Worst generation. Dun-dun, 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 dun.
But
Dude,
going.
dude, I'm gonna get a worst generation shirt, and it's gonna look like a wrestling shirt, and it's just gonna be all of them, dude. It's gonna,
Oh, that's a good wrestling shirt.
It's gonna be Beej right in the front, dude.
Beej is my boy.
You don't know who Beej is
I
yet,
don't.
Emily? I love Beej. He talks like a little baby
Guess
sometimes.
Is that your favorite of the worst generation?
Because
It's my favorite of the
no,
worst
it's Law.
generation. Oh my lord, here we go again. Wrong opinions being thrown around.
Emily, how do you feel about
Can we
Law
call
as
this-
a person who hasn't even met him
So
yet?
yeah, my opinion about Law, I feel like doesn't really count because I haven't officially
You
met
got
Law,
there.
but I
You
am
got there.
avid watcher of Law clips.
TikToks.
Yeah,
Law
Law
TikToks.
TikToks, Law edits,
Law fan art.
Law fan art. I am an
She got Law
avid.
brain rot.
I do. I have Law
Law said
figures.
room and took her brain.
I have Law
Chandas.
figures. I have like a Law pullover that I wear. Like I am Law fan number 1, and
Law
I haven't
stan
even
number
met
1.
him.
Well,
Um,
oh, I'm sorry. Are you going?
Are you gonna try and ruin Law?
Well, I want to say why I don't like Law,
Why?
but you guys haven't gotten there yet.
What
but
is it?
I will just say
No,
I just don't like his powers.
I haven't gotten there either.
Yeah, you haven't even gotten there.
I like his
either.
powers. I think
Like
they're
I think,
fair.
like, okay, to be honest, I think Law as a character is really good. I just don't like his fights or his powers.
That's fair.
He got in a recently. I was reading it. He got in a sword fight with the Straw Man.
Yeah,
That was a cool fight.
no,
I liked watching that fight. That fight was neat when he had the bucket hat or the basket hat on.
yeah, the basket hat.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought that
so-
was cool.
Yeah, that's
And he's
whatever.
like, I gotta keep my identity secret. And then he's like, oh fuck, Zoro and Luffy have already given up their identities, huh? Because
Whatever.
those guys share one brain cell.
he's mid.
I like that when Zoro and Luffy get together, it's the smartest either of those characters are.
Yeah, no, exactly.
When they're,
I think
when
it's
they're-
funny.
when they're
I
in
was-
a room together.
I was just reading Fishman Island arc, right, when they're going on in the deep sea and they're like 30,000 underneath.
Yeah.
So they see this fish coming up, and Zoro's all like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this thing. Hey, Luffy, hold on to my legs." And Luffy's like, "Okay." and then Robin had to stop him.
They're like, no, you'll be crushed by the.
Yeah,
by
Robin
the
literally had to
atmospheric
sprout
weight.
arms all
They're
around
like,
him to stop them, and it was all like, "You're gonna get crushed." And Luffy's like, "Oh."
Robin, the mom of the Straw Hats. You know what I haven't done on the podcast that I've been meaning to do?
Take
Is-
a pee.
I've been meaning to come out as a Frobin fan.
Honestly,
wow.
no, because
you
you're
just
right.
came out right here. I didn't even know that.
Because you're right.
Frobin is it, dude.
I see little Frobin fan art from time to time,
They're
and I'm
so
like,
cute.
aw,
They're so
aw,
cute. I love them.
Scrunklies.
I love them.
I'm gonna
They're
go ahead, keep talking. I'm
They're
gonna
the mom and
disassociate.
it's the mom and dad of the Straw Hats.
They're so
literally
they're so
like,
parent figure.
Robin is the responsible mom who loves every knucklehead dearly, and Frankie is the fun dad who
Yeah.
gets them into situations that they should not be in.
I love it. I love it.
Chopper's the youngest son.
Mhm.
Zoro's the oldest boy.
I'm more a fan of Rob A or Jim Bin.
Jimbin?
Robin and Jim Bay.
Robin and Jinbin.
Have you met Jim Bay?
No.
In the light novel.
In the light novel,
Wait, why am I 5 minutes?
in the light novel, he shows up briefly because him and Ace
Our best buddies.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, where I'm at right now, like Ace is in Fishman Island, and Jinbei is like kind of around there.
Can I confess
Just as Jim Bay's
something?
there.
I will say that post-war arc I did tear up during all of that.
Post-war?
Like not the backflash, like not the flashback stuff, but like the like,
recuperating?
the sad stuff.
Yeah.
When
Dude, Jim Bay was there for him.
kind of with tough love.
When his fucking crew couldn't even...
Fishman karate.
His
tough
crew
love.
couldn't even be there for him, but Jim Bay was.
His
Can you believe
crew rightfully was kind of like,
that?
just like a little indisposed without spoiling it.
Whatever, I use that excuse too.
How many times? Because you're still in a part of One Piece where the crew stays pretty together for most of it, right? Like
Yes.
they're all pretty much together.
Mhm.
That's gonna change once there's 9 of them.
Yeah, I figure.
Once there's 9 of them, that's why Dressrosa is so long. I figured out. Like
Dressrosa.
Dressrosa is so long because there are 9 characters to keep track of, all in one arc.
It's also a bad arc. No, I'm joking.
Whoa,
I
do you
love-
really think that?
No, I don't think that.
I love that. Dressrosa has everything. It has people who are toys. It has the
You hated
Tarakatas.
that. Hold
It
on, shit.
has-
I get called bullshit right
it
now.
it has a tournament arc. It has disguises. It has.
Who's your favorite toy character? You can't even name them.
I like
There
it.
you go.
I liked it when they started making 3 people into one toy. The big toys.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. She started putting 3 people into one toy.
What a dumb power. Anyway.
Cover your ears.
Covering.
Usopp uses hockey for the first time in Dressrosa.
Then
What?
never, and then
No,
never
don't say
again.
that. Don't say never again. No, he uses it again. That's the one time that they ever show him use.
Oh yeah, remember when
observation hockey as the fucking
Beej
sniper?
uses observation hockey?
Does he?
Yeah,
Does
remember?
he use that?
Okay, remember when his wife was getting like held
This
down?
is this would be now Whole Cake Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when it was Oven? Remember
Chiffon.
Oven?
Yeah,
he was,
Chiffon
he was about to cut her head off, and he was
fucking was like, "Watch this,
baby,
Pez."
watch this, my baby, all the way there. I forgot how long it was, how far away, but it was pretty long. You couldn't even see the shore, but
Yeah.
he hit him.
right on the head."
Yeah, and his crew in the background going, "Yeah, Godfather."
Okay, you're good.
And then Ace came back to life. Oh shit! I'm
Does he?
sorry.
Does he? If he does, I'm
joking.
quitting One Piece right now,
Please.
dude.
I
I am
beg
literally.
you.
I am.
What if I
am-
told you that Gecko Moria still has Ace's shadow?
I am.
Just kidding. That's not how it works.
I am 11 volumes away from being caught up, physical release wise. What is it? They just released what? 1088,
1003. 1003. 103. That's the latest one.
Really?
Yeah.
1003?
No, wait. Oh, 103. That's the volume.
Yeah, but what's the most latest chapter? 1066?
Oh, I didn't look into it.
I'm gonna Google it.
I think it's 1088.
Is it 1088?
I'm pretty sure it's
I
1088.
think it's 1080p. 1080p.
That's the
1080p.
resolution of the next chapter.
If Oda doesn't make his next chapter in 1080p, I'm not reading it.
What the fuck? I hate that Norton Safe Search comes up instead of Google. Like, dude, who uses anything other than Google?
Who's Norton?
Exactly.
Who
dude.
is Norton?
I bet Ace uses Ask Jeeves.
Can you stop?
Why do you
being
always gotta
mean to
find
him?
something to dog on Ace? So what if he uses Ask Jeeves? That guy's nice.
He is so nice.
You ever talked
He's
to
so
Jeeves
nice
before?
and he's so polite
He's
and
better
he's so
than
sweet.
yeah, he's better than
How
that
did you-
DJ X that you always talk about.
for
Oh wait, you're talking about the Spotify DJ? We
Yeah,
can't.
Spotify DJ.
We're gonna get so off topic. For those of you out there listening on Spotify, go to your playlist and find your DJ if you haven't used it yet. Everybody has an AI DJ. His name's Xavier. His friends call him X.
He's no Ask Jeeves.
He goes through. He just plays you music that he thinks you'd like, and in between each songs, whenever he decides to change the vibe up, he just comes in. He's like, "Okay, up next, I'm feeling summery."
Look, okay, off topic, real quick. We were listening to that on the way here, and Christian kept kept
you're just-
skipping songs, and then he kept like, "Okay, all right, I see you're not in
He
that."
started getting a
All
little
right,
aggressive.
it sounded like he was getting kind of annoyed with you, Christian.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
Okay, I see you're up for that vibe.
1086, I believe, is the most recent chapter of One Piece.
Don't read that. Stop clicking
It's,
shit.
It's loading right now.
Stop.
Page,
No.
Page 1.
Stop.
Page
Put it
one.
away.
No.
You're gonna see Big
Well,
Bomb's
that's a cool,
nudes.
That's a cool splash page.
I'm being so serious because I think I got something spoiled from the manga. I think you genuinely need to put that away.
Why?
Like, because I think there's a really big spoiler.
Yeah,
up.
this is a no joke
I'm
song.
going. I'm
right
going to
now.
page 4 and 5.
Yeah, don't do that.
I don't know any of. Oh, there's Wapol. Wapol's here.
Oh, is that the Lovely?
It's a flashback. There's Wapol.
Oh,
Christian, I'm telling you, I think that there's a massive spoiler at the end of that one chapter, and I
It's
think you
always
need to
that,
put it
yeah.
away.
Oh, Ivanka's here. That's cool. Sabo's talking. We all love Sabo.
get that shit out of here, dude. Get,
For real.
get that shit out of here. I can't believe you're a fucking stop. Wait until you get caught up.
Emily, what chapter are you on? Do you know?
Somewhere in the 200s. I think I'm on
200?
224, maybe 224.
Oh,
That sounds right.
While he's looking that up, who's your favorite DC superhero?
That's a good question.
My favorite DC superhero. Honestly, it's like this is such a basic answer, but I feel like it's Batman.
It's good.
Like,
That's a good one.
I was a big Batman fan as a kid.
I am a basic Batman bitch too. I have to admit that.
I mean, I'm not like deep diving into the comics and whatever, but I was a fan of the like Batman animated series as a kid.
Take it from that's a good show, by the way.
Yeah.
Take it from a guy who is deep into DC. I still love Batman. I can't.
Batman's so cool.
I think that he's one of the better DC heroes. I actually really hot take, maybe not really hot take, because actually everybody who I tell this to agrees with me. I don't like Superman.
That is so fucked.
Really not a big fan of Superman.
That is not true. That has really fucked me up.
I hate
really,
Superman,
I hate
too.
Superman.
Why do you hate Superman?
Dude, his
I don't-
weakness
he
is
just-
She has to tell me.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I
but-
know why you hate Superman, Mr. Dummy. I'm
Okay.
sorry, that was a little.
I feel like in every movie
Getting rude.
that I see him in, or in everything that I see him in that involves Batman, he kind of is just like a really irrational dude and makes
Superman?
and
Superman
makes
has a
like
temper.
rash decisions based on
He
his
is.
temper, exactly. And then not only that, but like acts super like
Like he's better than everyone.
yeah. And then
What? You
but
guys get that vibe?
kind of yeah, especially
I don't know what movies you're watching.
especially in like the Injustice League, or not Injustice
Well,
League,
Injustice-
the Justice
Oh,
League, the
in-
Injustice League.
Oh, Injustice?
Injustice League.
In-
Well,
Injustice
he's
and the
Superman's
Justice
supposed
League.
to be in.
I actually
Injustice.
like Superman in Injustice. That one's good.
Which
Kinda
one, the
don't like
evil
him.
one or the good
The
one?
evil one.
Kind of don't like him.
Oh,
And then
Superman's
even-
great.
Even in some of the animated series that I've seen, like
Have you
in-
watched the Superman animated series? Because I know, like,
No,
have you,
I
so did you
haven't.
see the Justice League one? Because
Yeah, I used to watch Justice.
that
League.
one is where like Superman gets a little. Because if you watch the Superman show and see the shit that he goes through, because he actually starts off like a kind of like a cool like neighborhood
Yeah.
guy, and then Darkseid fucks up his life, and he kind of like he kind of gets
That's
a little
Now that's who I like. I like Darkseid.
Darkseid.
Yeah,
He is.
like for
Believe it or
reference,
not.
like I'm a very like surface level DC fan. Like I don't get into like everything. I kind of just dabbled in it as a kid, but I never really got into Superman just because
Well-
everything that I mainly saw of Superman was just him getting a temper. But what bothered me about that was if you have a temper and you're strong enough, fine. But if you have a temper and you put yourself in situations and somebody holds up a rock and now everybody else has to come save you,
Ooh, she talking about kryptonite.
yeah, not a really
What was it? Wait, what?
Kryptonite.
Yeah, I know what Kryptonite does.
Stupid. What about pink kryptonite?
Stupid.
What was I- Pink Kryptonite makes you gay, I think.
Is
Well,
your
it's-
gun pink?
Did you know that?
Is his gun pink?
Did you know that there's pink kryptonite and it
It
makes
makes him gay.
uh-huh.
Something like that.
Incredible.
There's
Love that
purple.
for
There's
him.
purple that makes you happy.
Aw, that's
There's
nice.
red that makes you. That actually does random effects.
There's a blue kryptonite that keeps him.
Maybe that's the happy one.
Well, if that one lasts for more than 4 hours, he's supposed to go see Batman.
No. Superman. You know, I get that. There's a lot of movies, especially the movies.
Wait, sorry, that just did.
Blue kryptonite. All right.
Yeah.
Who?
No,
Wait.
no. The Superman. You're right. A lot of media, especially like the movies and stuff, they don't really portray him the best.
I'm
as he
sure.
is.
Yeah.
Because in the end, he's really just a humble
In the comics, Superman's way
farm
better.
boy who's
I'm sure.
who's like the nice guy. He's like he's pretty much the Jonathan Joestar. You like Jonathan Joestar?
He's not my favorite Joestar, but he's still pretty decent.
He's
But
the
he's-
Jonathan Joestar
yeah,
of
he's-
DC.
Oh,
Think of it like
Jonathan. I was thinking. Sorry,
Johnny.
Joseph. Jonathan Joestar is my favorite Joestar, actually.
He's pretty much the Jonathan Joestar of DC. And a lot of the
what I
books
figured.
I read and the TV shows.
Speaking of-
If you're willing to, sorry to interrupt you, but
No, you're good,
if
go.
you're willing to, let me just finish up the Superman talk. If you're willing to give Superman one more try, I really suggest watching the new show, My Adventures of Superman. It has more of an anime vibe and it is wholesome as fuck.
and
Yeah, I'll
it
look
has
into
the
it.
News Kid Legion.
Oh my god! And they made Intergang, this big organization, into like 3 yucks who can't even rob a bank.
That makes me
fucking
sad.
crazy.
That makes me sad.
I know.
The News Kid Legion, I'm on board with. I'm fine
Yeah.
with them modernizing the
and
Newsboys.
Flip, and
but like,
Flip-a-Dip the leader.
I like that. I think that's cool. I also like Gabby, not Gabby, Scrappa.
Scrapper.
Scrappa reminds me of that one kid from Clarence. You know what I'm
The
talking
square
about?
head kid.
No, the other one.
Sumo.
Sumo.
Oh, I love sumo.
When he's like, and she's like, huh? And he's like, did you hear him? He wants a chicken finger.
Hey, I smoke cigarettes when I'm 12.
Huh? That's Scrappa, dude.
I felt
That's
like-
what they turn Scrappa into.
I feel like you can relate to that cashier.
Dude, I was. I'm.
And that kid.
I was that cashier, and before that, I was that child.
Batman toy.
The mom would be like, "I don't know what he wants." I'm
Didn't
like,
you
"Can't you
hear
hear
him?
him? He wants the Batman toy." And I go over to the shelf and grab it. Dude. My favorite DC hero, Eric. I know you didn't ask me, and I know it's well established, but it's Mr. Miracle.
No way. Do you know anything about Mr.
I
Miracle?
don't.
Well,
Well,
you
I
won't
gu-
learn
I guess-
anything here today.
Okay.
Have you seen any of the Suicide Squad movies, Emily?
I saw the first one.
That's sad.
Just the first one, not the second one.
I don't think I ever got around to watching this.
It's not even really the second one. It's just the better. It's just the
better
Suicide
version,
Squad.
honestly.
I wish
The
the
Suicide
Suicide
Squad
Squad could just
better.
like somehow replace all tapings of that original one by Zack Snyder.
That's so bad.
Scott-
He didn't even direct that movie.
Who did?
I don't remember.
It wasn't him.
But you should give the second Suicide Squad movie. It's like a
It's
better,
by James Gunn. It's like
Oh, yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy,
except
but
you
more
know,
blood.
more gritty and people die. But it
Yeah,
still
I
has
feel like
that.
that would be better.
It still has a tone to it, though.
You know, Sylvester Stallone plays a shark.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, I saw that guy.
and there's a man that throws polka dots.
and there's Milton.
Milton. He drove the bus.
He drove the bus. He was with them the whole time.
Don't say that.
I feel like I'd know if there was a guy named Milton with us. Starro is in it. Do you know who Starro
I
is?
don't.
The very first Justice League villain.
He's the first person they ever fought. He was a giant space starfish
Oh wow.
who could make clones of himself.
Oh,
Incredible.
little tiny starfishes come out of his
armpits.
armpits and they go to your face and they hypnotize you.
I love fiction writing.
Isn't it great? I love
I like-
comic books.
I love comic books. Only the weirdest shit you get out of there.
I like how they're like Starro is a member of a race of intergalactic conquering starfishes, but he's the only one that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Except for
Don't say Jaro. You were gonna say Jaro, weren't you? He's not canon. He's a fake fan fiction.
so Jarro
God damn it.
is Batman. They beat Starro, and then Batman takes one of those little clones of Starro, puts him in a jar,
God damn it.
and then eventually he trains Jarro to be a Robin.
Okay.
It's not real. It's not.
So Jaro
canon.
becomes
It's
a Rob.
not
Hold on.
real. I don't. No, stop. Don't pull it up. You don't need to see it. Don't believe him, by the way.
Who's this
Okay.
guy?
Oh no.
Jarro. This will pop up, I think.
That's Batman's son.
Yeah, it's his son. He calls him Dad.
Stop.
Look at him.
Aww.
He's got a little Robin outfit
He's
on him.
canon in my heart.
No,
He's
he's
canon in my
literally
heart.
lame.
He's canon in
Yeah,
my
dude.
heart.
I was like, okay, I was okay with this whole Jaro thing until he became a Robin and called him Dad. Like,
He's canon in my heart.
You're-
Why wouldn't you want that?
because it's dumb.
That's
Batman
so
doesn't need another
silly.
son.
He is in his jar before
He already,
he's
he
Robin.
already owns
Aw.
a cow and a dog. He doesn't need a freaking starfish.
Aw, come on.
Why not, dude?
Yes, he does.
Why are you being a little jerk?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Oh my god, I can hate
This is how
this
Batman
thing.
feels about you talking about Jarro, dude.
Good.
Ew.
I'm glad.
Look at you.
Good. I'm wanting him to
Ew.
be mad at me. Hate that thing. Disown it.
That's
No.
I just I pulled up. So I'm just looking at pictures of Jarro. For some reason, it's just pictures of Michael Keaton's Batman now on the wiki. For some reason, that has to be important to Jarro's wiki.
Okay.
But
It's still related.
I don't think that was Michael Keaton in that last photo. No. But I've been reading Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Is where I was going to segue. Because Eric got me into reading the classic Suicide Squad, and it's a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Recently, what was Volume 1 all about again? It had
Volume
the,
1 was about the it's like the beginning of the squad and like how the team's working out, the trial missions.
Yeah,
See how
they give
some of it hit or miss.
Boomerang his own apartment. He gets his own apartment.
Boomerang gets his own apartment, but he's like, I still want to do crime.
Yeah.
What a freak.
So he dresses up as Mirror Master to do crime.
Oh my god, the best Flash
A
villain.
dead friend. Imagine if like you were a criminal in a comic book and you got such an itch to do crime, but you weren't allowed to do crime, so you dressed up as your dead buddy and did crime as him instead. That's what Captain Boomerang gets up
What
to.
a great. He is always up to something.
If I died, Eric, I'd want you to dress up as me and do crime.
Really? Well, wait. What would your? Oh, never mind.
You would know it. You would know how. You know
Oh,
how
okay.
I do it.
I
You
know.
how
I know
do
your.
it.
I know how you work.
You know my MO.
So yeah, you know anything about the Suicide Squad? Oh yeah, you watched the first movie.
Yeah, I
Do you have
know.
a favorite DC villain?
It's a really good question.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what mine is? It's
Who?
the Penguin.
Ah, that's right. It's a
You know
dumb
what?
one.
I am really, really. I was always like Harley Quinn stan #1, but I more recently, as I've grown, I'm very much like an Ivy and
Smart.
Catwoman
That's
stan.
that's just
smart.
maturing.
That's
just
Yeah,
that's
growing.
maturity.
That's literally,
That's literally just growing up.
That's just maturing and getting help.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
Hey, hold on.
seeking-
Harley Quinn
that's
is.
seeking therapeutic help.
Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, Harley Quinn is a good character, but a lot of people do, worship her the wrong way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she.
I would
She's a crazy girl. I'm a crazy girl.
I'd
Wow.
say post
Yeah.
New 52 Harley's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Like after New 52, like
Yeah,
once
they-
she starts kind of becoming more part of the Bat family and less of
Yeah,
that
an
villain.
anti-hero,
yeah,
I think.
That's
Yeah.
I really like the little spin-off comics where Harley leaves Joker for Ivy. Like those are
Yeah.
my favorites.
Oh, did you watch the Harley Quinn show?
I haven't, but I so need to because that's so real
But
in
of
that
course,
show.
you gotta finish One Piece. You told me
know,
about
I
this
actually- I have
earlier.
to- I have to
if you
finish One
don't,
Piece.
there's actually a scene where there's Poison Ivy has that pet plant guy, like the piranha plant that she hangs out with.
Yeah,
he talks
she-
about 1088 a lot.
he
He talks about a lot.
actually
of
Yeah.
spoils. The
There's a lot
he
of One
actually
Piece
spoils
spoilers.
The rest
he's
of
in a
One
he's in a
Piece.
he's in a fucking Chopper cosplay in his Wano outfit, his little ninja outfit. Give me mine, I want to be a ninja.
No, I was telling Eric before that I have like a lot of difficulty starting new shows.
Yeah.
Because if I start a new show, then I'll finish that new show, but I won't go back to the thing that I was watching beforehand. So if I started something alongside
Damn,
One Piece,
you're watching One Piece for the next 4 years then.
Yes. You
Well,
keep
good thing
saying
you're
that I'm
reading it.
watching it. I'm reading it.
Well, yeah,
welcome.
good thing you're reading it. Though.
I
Hopefully,
bullied her
that'll go
into reading
faster.
it.
I'm going to go back and watch it eventually because I like animation better than I
Oh,
like
yeah.
reading.
That's fine. That's
So, yeah.
And I'm
but
sure there's been parts where I've read One Piece and I'm like, man, that seemed like it would be a really good fight.
that's what I'm doing right now with
And then I just went and watched it.
the final crocodile fight. I was reading that and I was like, this really sucks to read. I really wish that I had watched this.
That is actually the first fight that I went to YouTube and wanted to watch.
Which one? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, what was one? I
The
was-
crocodile fights.
The fi-
Crocodile.
yeah,
Luffy versus Crocodile. I was
Oh,
like, well,
man.
I want to watch that.
because that seemed like it played out like so well. Like the end of actually not even just the crocodile fight. I want to go back and watch
all
like
of Alabasta?
only the end of Alabasta.
The fights,
Yeah.
the fights are what you want to watch. 'cause
most-
that's what I did. 'cause
The, most
like-
of this Alabasta is desert walking. They're mostly
yeah.
traveling and
what about the fighting Dugons? How did you
the
feel about
fighting
them?
Dugons.
Are those the little turtle things? Oh
Yeah,
my
that no
gosh.
kung fu.
That they had to
Yeah.
give, they had to give like half of their food supply
Yep.
to you to make sure they don't follow them into the desert.
Yeah.
Luffy had to fight one.
And he was like, "No, don't punch like this. Punch like this." And Vivi was like,
They're-
"No, don't train them."
Don't
Stop.
train that. It's gonna make them more attached to you.
I love little moments like that in One Piece. They're so silly.
I will say, as someone who primarily reads it and then starts watching it, there's more of those moments in the anime.
Yeah.
There's more silly,
That's-
goofy moments.
And that's what I told you when I started reading it. Was I was like, I really miss the silly, goofy aspect that like all One Piece episodes tend to have.
Yeah, but to be fair, a lot of that silly goofy is there to pad time.
And I get
Yeah.
that, but I also really like that
But hear me
because
out.
I like padding like characters and like what they would say in my head.
But once you catch up, you can watch all those episodes. And
Yeah,
you can
that's
skip the
true.
boring episodes.
But that's
and you can
that's
skip the episodes that don't even fucking happen, like G8. G8 never happened.
And
But
Fishman
that's-
Island arc.
yeah, but that's
Fishman Island
why
arc happens, but
that's
I'm not
why
happy
I'm
about
reading it now is because I mainly just want to be caught up so that I can stop getting spoiled on stuff.
Yeah.
So
I'm
that when I
getting
go
spoiled
back,
on stuff.
I know it's hard out.
Hurry
here.
up, you guys! I'm
I'm
literally here
trying,
dying
I'm
on the top.
trying.
It's lonely here at the top of the mountain.
Dude, I'm gonna be there by the end of next month.
Well, there's only room for one.
How-
That's why it's so lonely up here.
Sorry, I got defensive there.
How long have you been reading One Piece, Christian?
I started reading One Piece in September of 2022.
I thought it was the
Oh,
beginning
wow.
of this year.
That's when we put the podcast out.
Ah, yes.
that's
yes,
when
yes,
that's
yes,
when we
yes.
started releasing episodes for the podcast.
That's right.
But I started reading in September 2022. So if I'm done by next month, I'll have caught up in a year.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
People think, "Wow, a year."
A year?
No, it's not bad.
bad.
Yeah.
And if you weren't too busy reading other shit, you could have been done by
I've
now.
been reading a lot of other stuff, but lately I've just been on this kick where like I put One Piece down, and the only thing I want to pick back up is One Piece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me. Yeah,
No. That's
it's
exactly
called-
my point
it's
of like
called an
I can't
addiction.
start.
Is it called an
it's
addiction?
called an addiction.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
You put the
I thought
weed
it was
da-
called
put the
Nakama.
weed down. You pick the weed back up. That's an addiction.
Put it down, put it back up. Ah.
I'm hooked on Nakama.
Give me some of that Nakama.
I'm hooked on Nakama.
Are you feeling Nakama now, Emily?
What?
Are you feeling the Nakama?
She's not there yet.
You don't feel
What does that even
that's
mean?
She's
doesn't
not
mean
there yet,
Nakama.
dude.
So like the One Piece fandom has this thing where you're not a crew member, you're a Nakama. because that's what crew and crewmate and like friend sometimes translates to Nakama. So like before America like took One Piece and started like dubbing it themselves, fans started dubbing this shit online and shit. Like they make their own fan dubs for the anime and translations. And sometimes they don't replace the Japanese word with the actual English word. They'll just keep it like they don't call like Straw Hat in Japanese is Mugiwara. So like I'm reading this English translation that a fan made, and they still keep Mugiwara. And I do like reading it like that. But they don't.
It's
So
kind of cool.
it is cool. So for crewmate, a lot of times they just keep Nakama there. So in early One Piece fans like to use the word throw Nakama around because that means closer than family. And
I think that I saw that because I'm reading One Piece on some website that has it like has it like I don't think the translation is like legit, and I think that I've seen it on there like a couple times.
Oh yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
That's like that's me when I had to catch up on One Piece and the manga. Well, I didn't have the manga wasn't out yet, and well here in America. And I was like, wow, this is the way to catch up on One Piece.
The way to catch up.
And like what's great about these like anime parts was that when they do their own subtitles, whenever a character says a move, they fancy up the font a little bit, and it's like Funimation can't do that. They don't care.
They did that where I'm reading with Crocodile. Like every time Crocodile speaks, it's in some really cool ass font. It's in some like wicked evil ass font. I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
Crocodile's my favorite.
That's his favorite warlord. My favorite warlord.
That's not okay. My favorite warlord is Moria. You're not there yet, but
Crocodile is your favorite warlord.
He's my second.
No, Crocodile's your favorite. Moria sucks.
I know he sucks, but he's my favorite.
You know who's a better warlord than Moria?
All of them.
Buggy.
Oh, okay, no, not him. Moria can kick Buggy's ass. I can.
Nah, you couldn't.
Don't.
I feel like once I meet all the warlords, I feel like Buggy is gonna be up there.
So the only warlords you know about are Crocodile and Mihawk.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right, that's it.
I know that Buggy becomes a warlord eventually.
So briefly.
You have at least met Kuma and Doflamingo. They just haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, have you met Kuma and Doflamingo?
Yeah, they appeared right after the Alabasta arc.
They haven't shown up yet wherever I'm at.
Well, there was a
because you said that you met the Celestial Dragons.
No, the Celestial. Where she's at, there's no Celestial Dragons.
No, but there's
Was it
there's
five elders?
Maybe.
Well, you probably don't remember the scene, but there was a scene where like sometime after the Alabasta arc, the Navy had to get together to talk about this situation, and they brought in Kuma and Doflamingo, and then Mihawk showed up, and they're like, "Well, we expected less warlords to show up."
Did I tell you that I got caught up to see what's up with Kuma?
Why'd you do that? Why the fuck did you do that? He's literally a main character right now in this series, and you want to catch up on his story?
I figured out what happened to him.
Okay, let's change the subject before Christian ruins the internet.
Bartholomew Kuma is the GOAT.
I was gonna say, Christian, earlier on in the podcast, you said that you were interested in some of my favorite side characters. Yeah. And I happen to have a list of my top 10 favorite One Piece characters.
If there's one thing we like on this podcast,
it's
on Planet Zero, it's lists.
It's top 10 lists.
We love lists.
We love lists here in Planet Zero.
Actually, I have a list of my top favorite lists.
And I have a list of your top favorite lists.
That's weird.
So I based this list off of characters that I've met. So if I haven't met them yet, they're not
Get
on
Law
here.
off there. If I see Law on there, I'm taking that phone from you.
No, that's what I mean. Law isn't on here because I haven't met him yet. I wanted to be fair, and honestly, I ran out of characters at number 10. So my number 10 character is really stupid.
Do you recognize these guys at all?
Oh, the Gorosei. That isn't that on your top 5? All 5 of them on your
in
your top 10.
I don't recognize.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm changing my number 10 because I actually have an answer for my number 10. So
for those at home, we just showed her a picture of the 5 elders.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so number 1, much to Christian's
chagrin.
Yep. Is
Good
Ace.
word.
Is that your favorite?
Ace,
We're
Ace
going
is,
number 1 to down?
Yeah,
10?
Ace is number 1.
You know it's her number 1 favorite when she hasn't even really gotten to know Ace yet, and she's reading the light novel.
Yeah.
That's more Ace than
That's more Ace than there is in One Piece.
I have I have the light novels, and I have I think 5 Ace figures at this point.
Holy
Jesus.
flexing.
So, yeah, so I'm big Ace fan.
But how many Buggy figures do you have?
Yeah, how many
One.
buggy? Oh,
I
that's
have
not bad.
one.
Yeah, at least you have
Council
one.
approves.
But you'll be pleased to know that Buggy is in my top 10.
Okay.
Whoa.
So
Oh, I
one is
thought that was-
Ace. Number 2 is
Go.
Number 2 is Chopper.
Smart.
Chopper is still up in. I feel like I have to put him at number 2 because I started watching the show
Can you
because
believe
of
that?
Chopper.
She has to put Chopper in there. If you
Well,
have to put him in there, is it is it
but
real love?
I still love him.
I mean, there's a real love.
I still.
Is love out of obligation real love?
No, I'm not obligated to put him up there. I don't really feel obligated, but at the same time, I'm like, he is such a good character, and I started watching the show because of him, so he's up there. But I had to knock him down because I love Ace
It's
so
okay.
much.
I understand.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Zorro.
Good.
Okay, this is good. Okay, we're getting good
Yeah,
now. Okay,
yeah,
this is
yeah,
getting
yeah.
better
Solid.
now.
Love that knucklehead.
I feel like there's not like a One Piece fan that really dislikes Zorro. I feel like if
Except
you
hardcore
say you
Sanji
dislike-
fans.
Except hardcore Sanji fans.
And at that point, you have a
maybe.
mental illness.
Yeah.
You're a big Sanji fan.
Hey, you're out there and you're listening and you like Sanji, go get your head checked.
Yeah, that is one thing I
Hey.
will say, that I am not a Sanji fan. I really dislike Sanji, actually.
I love Sanjay.
I do love
San-
Sanji, but I
Sanjay.
understand why he's annoying to people. He
Yeah,
annoys me too.
Like he's warming up to me a little bit, but I'm also like,
You know what's crazy? Sorry to throw you off a little. It's
No, you're
like
fine.
you're on Alabasta. You don't like Sanji now. Just wait, because that's like
Yeah.
I consider it like that time like tame Sanji because he's just a simple.
Dude, when he fight, this fight with Bon Clay was awesome.
Oh, so good.
When he fought Bon Clay,
in Alabasta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
when they had the little kick fight,
Yeah, I was sick.
incredible.
Yeah.
Frankie has a fight like that with punches.
Oh, can we talk about Zoro one more time?
So
well,
Zoro's your number 3.
Something about Zoro is that
I think it's.
I like Sanji's fights more than Zoro's. To be
I
honest.
think that I probably do like Sanji's fights more than Zoro's, just because I find them more interesting.
Yeah, Zoro's just I'm gonna fight a sword dude, and it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool,
And
but it's
still
not.
cool.
It's just not as like
Pika's
crazy
not a
as.
sword,
Sure.
dude.
Yeah, he did. He used a sword a couple times.
Pika's not a sword.
He
dude.
did use a sword.
But he's not a sword, dude.
If you use a sword, you're an opponent for Zoro.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And because of that, like, I don't know, I just find Zoro to be a really interesting character in the fact of, like, all of his interactions with the Straw Hats are just very pleasing. Like, to everybody that he interacts with is always so silly and funny. That's why
He's also
my
like,
number 3.
I don't know if you're there yet, but he's the vice captain, and he is the only one in the crew who I'm like, yeah, that's his position.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Like Frankie builds the boat, but after that, like, how much of the shipwright is he?
Mm.
You know what I
Zoro
mean?
is
Sanji's a cook. You don't really see a lot of that.
There is times where Zoro does step up and like
Yeah,
has to say his word.
he has to be like, Luffy, you're leading the crew wrong.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's a couple- there was a time or
steps
two
in and he's
that-
like, you need to be running this crew better.
Zoro's also the most relatable because he sleeps and I like sleeping.
I love
love
sleep.
sleeping.
Oh
dude.
god, yeah, knock him up to number
Yeah,
1.
he's so real.
No, he has to stay at number 3 because 3 sword style.
Yeah, true.
Oh, okay, that's the whole reason
I
he's
didn't
number
even think of that.
3.
That's why
Yeah.
he's my number 3 too, because of 3 sword style.
True.
If he ever made it to the age of 40, he'd be my number 4 because of
Fair.
4 sword style, where he
Fair.
holds it with his butt cheeks.
That's Kaku.
Huh?
4 style, but you're not there yet. Who's number 4?
Giraffes.
Number 4 is an interesting one and kind of like a hot take one. My number 4 is Smoker.
Okay.
Captain Smoker.
Your eye just twitched, Eric. I just saw your eye legitimately twitch.
Sorry, I just
That was-
remembered. I just
insane.
I didn't know. I don't even notice that. Did you? Did it literally did?
It was a micro. It was
Because-
such a micro expression of what you did. Your left eye just twitched ever so slightly. She said she likes Smoker, and you had a little bit of a brain aneurysm.
I know. You know what's great? I didn't felt that, but I know. I had a thought about Smoker and like and how lame he is. But don't worry, I like Smoker too.
I'm-
When you said that, the first thing that popped in my head was a lame like Smoker being lame. But
That's fair.
overall, he's a cool character.
I
I'm
like
sure-
Smoker.
He gets his
Yeah,
ass kicked a lot though.
He does.
I'm sure.
Smoker. I think Smoker. Minor spoilers for you, Emily, but I think Smoker's like Kobe.
What?
Mm-mm.
First of all, Kobe's stronger
No,
than
no,
Smoker.
Yeah, but I think he's one of those characters who is in the military or in the Navy, and Luffy challenges their idea of what justice is. Because they've been in the Navy for so long that they're like, we're the good guys. There's no way the Navy could do wrong. And then just by being around Luffy and kind of following Luffy's exploits, he comes to the realization that the Navy actually isn't the saintly or angelic force that
And
they make themselves out to be.
Well, he's still
And
a
he starts
pirate.
to become a free thinker. Yeah, he's still like, I don't fuck with pirates.
yeah,
But he starts to operate a little more like on his own.
but that's what I love about him,
Mm.
and that's why he's up so high.
Yeah.
Because, I feel like I lost my train of thought entirely.
Well, he's hot. Just
He's
say
also
that.
hot.
He's really
you could
hot.
say that. He's
I-
got 2 cigars at all
I didn't.
times.
I don't really think that he's all that hot.
Wow.
But,
you
I
don't
mean,
think
he's-
you don't think smoking is cool?
He's
Smoking is the coolest thing you can
If
do.
you smoke, you automatically the coolest
I've
person.
No, but for
since
me-
I started reading One Piece, I started smoking cigarettes.
true.
Yeah.
For me,
So true.
I just don't like a lot of Marine characters, so it surprised me when I actually enjoyed Smoker's presence on screen. So I think that's why I put him up so high, and I also really loved his introduction. I thought that was really sweet what they did in Logetown
Oh yeah, he did with the girl with
with
the
the little
ice
girl,
cream,
and she's like, "Sorry, kid, my pants ate your ice cream.
or when,
Here's go buy yourself 5 scoops."
or when that soldier
Yeah, he's so cute.
the soldier busted in and ruined his tower he was building, and he like, no, that was my fault. I was rushing. I thought that was cool.
When was that?
That's our boy.
Oh, that was the Smoker's first introduction. He's in his little hot springs. He's like stacking rocks because he's bored. But
Aw.
then a soldier comes in. He's like, Captain Smoker, there's a problem. And then the
Straw
whole
Hat's
thing
here.
falls over, and like Smoker gives him like a death glare, and the soldier's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Captain Smoker." But then he gets up and like, "No, that was my fault. I was rushing too fast." And
Yeah, like
was like,
that's what
"Oh,
I
that's
mean.
really
He's not a
sweet."
bad Marine, and that's another thing too. Is like I love that duality of like, oh, I'm in the Navy, so I must be a good guy, and then like Luffy shows up and he's like, yeah, this guy's right actually. I love that, and I think that's really good character writing. So he's number 4.
number 5.
Number 5, Buggy.
Wow.
Smart. Good choice.
So far down the list. What the heck?
Listen, I
Below Smoker is wild, but let's hear
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
Let her defend herself.
Let her
To
defend
be fair,
herself.
I made this list at like 3 a.m. one night because I was like, I should probably put all of my favorite characters that I've met. But right now, where I'm at, I don't see not Smoker. I don't see Buggy often. So the times that I have seen him was enough for him to make it to number 5, and I'm sure he'll bump up the list when I see him more. But I've seen Smoker more times than I've seen Buggy at this point.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Buggy?
Buggy.
6.
Number 6 is Nami.
Smart.
All right.
I'm very interested to know why you don't like Nami.
She's just weak. I like her. No, I'm just teasing. She's.
I
cool.
mean, somewhat. I like her because she's like smart, and she also, I don't know. I think it's really silly how she's like sneaky kind of.
I like how greedy she is.
I love how greedy she is.
She's greedy. Her thief skills always come in out of nowhere, and it's like, oh, that's right, she's a thief.
That's what I mean. And I love whenever her and Usopp are alone and
Oh.
they're in danger. It's my favorite dynamic of like this.
Honestly,
series so far.
Usopp, Nami,
The-
and Chopper together is
the
coward
fucking
trio.
hilarious. The
Yeah,
coward.
it's fantastic. I love it.
You're
I
gonna
also think she's just like awesome and baller and girl boss. Like
I love
don't
that.
know.
I love that Brooke, Frankie, and Robin are the freak trio or the weirdo trio.
Well, Robin's
Did
the
you know that?
weirdo one. I didn't know that.
yeah. No,
And-
there's 3 trios in the Straw Hats.
I
It's
get
the
that-
coward trio,
yeah,
the
the-
monster trio, and then the weirdo trio.
Why is Robin well, I guess she is kind of dark and
It's,
creepy.
yeah, it's because it's because she is dark and creepy, and she's not well adjusted to life because she has such a tragic.
Because she's been on the run for
Backstory.
20
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Dude,
Number
I
7.
can't wait for you to read O'Hara.
Okay, number 7. I will admit that I have to switch this list around now that I've met more people because I don't really have a good argument for number 7, but it's Alvida.
Nice.
That's good.
That's
I
good.
like her. She's hot.
both versions.
Sure.
Is he on this list?
He isn't.
Yeah,
Fuck,
he's
this
on my
this
list.
it's
Let's
bad.
get through your list. I'll tell you my list. Let's
Okay.
go.
Only up to
Um,
Jaya.
Number
Oh, what? Really? Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Number 8, like I said, this needs to be shifted around because I feel like Alvida moved down. But my number 8 is Shanks.
Huh.
I like
I
Shanks
don't
a
trust
lot.
him. I don't trust him. I don't know what it is about him.
Where I'm at, I trust him. Don't ruin it for
Why
me.
wasn't he in the Paramount War? Where was he?
Yeah, where was he?
Where was he?
He
Oh,
wasn't there.
Where was he?
anyway,
Anyway, moving on.
To number 9.
no, we can't talk about Shanks right now. That's too much spoilers. But go
That's
on to
fair.
number 9.
My number 9 is Mihawk.
Mihawk.
He should be higher.
He should be higher.
He should be way higher than.
Well, I
number
only
9.
saw him like.
Yeah, but what he does where you're at is one of the funny, like, I don't know if you might not be deep enough in the series to realize what he does to Don Krieg, but what he does to Don Krieg is so fucking funny.
I know what he does to Don
It's
Krieg.
so
It's
dumb.
hilarious.
Yeah, but like, it's so funny. When
So
you
deserves
realize
it.
the only reason Don Krieg made it off the Grand Line in one piece was because Mihawk was chasing him down just to fucking cut him up.
Yeah.
Just to fuck with him.
So funny.
Well, because that's why they
that's why he's
that's why
Fraudhawk.
that's why they run into to Don Krieg
Mhm.
when they're getting Sanji in his recruitment arc.
The
That's why they run into
Barate.
him. They're like
Barate.
we're this crew, and also Mihawk is chasing us.
You know what just occurred to me? You watched Barati, didn't you?
I watched what?
You like watched that
The
instead of reading
restaurant
it.
arc.
Yeah.
So for you, Sanji was drowning, and Chef Zeph dove in and saved his life that way.
Is that not what happens? What happened?
So like
That's
well,
why I don't-
well, that's how he lost his leg. Is that how he lost his leg in the anime? Like
Yeah.
he's
He cuts his. He cuts
Sanji's
his
drowning, and he
yeah, he cuts.
so
his
what
leg off to go
happens in
get him.
the
Yeah.
so what happens in the manga is so he saves him, but he still has both his legs.
Yeah.
And then he gives him the big food. He gives him the little
He gives
food.
him. He gives him the
So,
little food. Keeps all
The
the
one
big
kept,
food.
yeah,
He
he eats his
leg.
yeah during that time on the rock he had to eat his own leg
Why
Because-
didn't they keep that in the anime? That's
because
so
it was
much
really
better.
Because it was
really
more
gruesome
grotesque.
because they literally
I
showed him like
guess.
grab a rock and like smashed his
Yeah.
leg. It
Oh
was really
man,
gruesome.
I want to read that then.
Right?
That's kind of awesome.
I told you, dude. Reading
I mean,
it is
that's
way
not
better.
awesome. I feel like that's really.
It's more
horrible to
pow- it's
say.
more
Oh,
impact.
that's
It's
so
more
awesome.
It's more
powerful.
impactful.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And it makes more sense because it's like they were stranded. Like he literally, because Sanji first thinks that he's keeping more food for himself, but it's literally just all the treasure
Yeah,
that's not even food, and
Yeah.
he gave him all of the food that was there,
yeah.
and he eats his own leg to live. And
That
try
was
and
the
keep
end
treasure.
for Red Shoes.
And then when they get saved, he gives him half the treasure anyway.
yeah, and then he eats his other leg.
And then he eats his. They're like, and Sanji's like, you don't need to do that. You.
It's not-
saved. And he's hammering away at his knee with a rock. And
The
he's like,
hammer-
It was,
the
it
ship
was
is-
too good.
the ship's coming this way. You don't have to eat your other leg.
But yeah, so Mihawk is kind of up there because I really, really love his character design. I
Okay.
love his stupid sword,
His
stupid
guitar.
big
I
old
mean, not
sword.
He
guitar, I'm
uses
sorry, his
that
beard.
to cut warships in half.
I know, and it's great. It's fantastic.
Wait, that sword? I thought we were talking
big
about the
long
little
one.
necklace one.
Oh, the tiny necklace one he uses. to
Tiny
fight.
necklace
Sorry, I
one.
don't have a smaller knife.
Sorry, dude. I can't wait for that to be in the live action.
Yeah, me too.
When he pulls out the tiny knife, it's gonna be
Tiny
so
knife.
funny.
Yeah,
And
well,
then
imagine
literally-
the non-One Piece fans. Like, he takes out this necklace and then pop.
Yeah,
there's a
people are
knife.
gonna
Like,
complain.
whoa!
People are gonna complain about it. People will be like, "This guy's
Probably.
fucking dumb."
yeah.
But then, literally, like right after that fight is gonna be one of the most emotional scenes of the live action, which is
Yeah, true.
Zoro
Crying.
almost dying, crying to Luffy that he's gonna be
Gonna-
his captain forever.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad he got better after that.
Yeah.
Who's your number 10?
Number 10, so I just switched it because I have a new number 10, and it's Crocodile. I have grown so fond of Crocodile. Like, that guy's an asshole, but he's also kind of cool and awesome.
He doesn't change either.
He's my dad.
He's
He never
another one.
changes.
He's another one that I really love the character design of. Like,
His character
a lot.
design's
He's like a mob boss, but he's a pirate.
and he looks awesome. It's so cool.
Yeah, dude. He was a person who originally started the whole like wearing the jacket as a cape thing. I think he started
it's
that
so
one.
it's so cool. And the stitches across his face, the cigar, the one earring,
man,
the
he's
golden
actually
hook.
a
I'm
woman.
like, oh man,
The
that
fact
he's
that
actually
trans,
a woman.
Yeah.
And he's-
Incredible.
and
no.
he's trans.
Hell yeah,
Luffy's
dude.
mom.
Trans rights,
And
baby.
he's Luffy's
And he's
mom.
Luffy's mom.
Put him number 1. Fuck that.
Number 1. Put him up there.
Put him up
just
there, get him
just
up
for that
there.
alone, you gave birth to the pirate king. Fuck.
Whoa, dude, he's the pirate king.
He's gonna be.
You think
He's
so?
gonna be.
What is he gonna say at the end of every episode during the To Be Continued? I'm gonna be
the
king of the pirates. He has to
True.
remind the audience every week.
Yeah, he does. Unless, or else we're gonna forget. How are we supposed to remember if he doesn't?
I like
Yeah.
it when other characters remind me.
Yeah, like
Ah,
the
that's
Straw
true.
Hats.
I like it when like not even the Straw Hats. I like it when like the kings or the queens are like, that's gonna be the king of the pirates.
Yeah,
Yeah, just impressed with him.
Yeah.
I do kind of like it when the Straw Hats say it because
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
100%. I like that
that
Law
guy's
says
gonna
it.
be.
You should watch that.
Oh, that's kind of awesome.
There's a
Doesn't Law support Luffy in that?
No,
in that?
I don't believe it. That's not true. Law fucking hates that guy.
Law loves Luffy.
No, he loves Luffy.
Law's Well, they're all rivals. They're still rivals. You gotta remember that.
They're still rivals, but I
Nah,
don't
they're
know.
friends,
I
dude.
feel like if Law didn't like Luffy all that much, he wouldn't have made an alliance with him, and he wouldn't keep it like
The only
that.
reason he did that was because Luffy's powerful and he was smart enough to know that. So I'm gonna stick with this guy.
I guess.
All right, time for my top 5 One Piece
Top 10.
characters.
Go for it.
Up
Go
to
ahead.
Alabasta.
Alabasta. Fuck, you just wiped out half my
Top
list.
10,
All right,
up
top
to
5.
Alabasta.
Gaiman. That's number 1. He's in
Smart.
the chest.
Smart.
The pig lion from the same island.
Smart.
The rabbit
Fair.
snake from the
He's
same
from the same
island.
island.
Kuro.
Kuro.
Captain Kuro.
Yep. He's got poop on his jacket.
The guy who was Kuro who got executed in his place.
Kuro's body double. Yeah.
Kuro's body double.
And Django.
And Django.
Kuro's
There you go.
vice captain.
Fuck. How do you think of that?
Who is Kuro again?
The Black Cat Pirate
The Black Cat Pirate.
from Syrup Village.
Oh,
Usopp's guy. Usopp's.
He's
Oh.
very important.
Yeah.
He's gonna, he's gonna come back
I
in a
forgot
big
about
way.
that guy. Oopie.
He's gonna show up in Wano. You're
He's
gonna
gonna
be.
be in the live action, dude.
Is he really?
Yeah.
We only saw his claws.
Oh, I mean,
like
I guess
that.
he has to because they're probably
Ooh,
their
ah.
recruitment arc in.
Well, I'm gonna rate your list, Emily. Give it a 4 out of 5. You know.
My top 10 up to Alabasta. Number 1,
Gaiman.
Karoo.
I guess so.
The duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
He's goated.
He's cool.
We're not denying. Go on
He's
to the
a
next
duck,
one.
But he's
Number
goated.
2.
Yeah, he's
Number
cool.
2,
Number-
Das Bones.
Hey, look at that. We're getting somewhere. Das Bones.
Das Bones.
That's Mr. 1.
Number 1. Mr.
Oh,
That's his new name.
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting pick.
Number 3 is going to be
Mr. 3. I
Because
knew it.
3 sword style.
I hate Mr.
Stop. What? You just-
Because 3 sword style.
Number 4 is Hachi from Arlong Park. Hachi.
Okay.
Octopus.
Yeah,
okay.
the octopus guy.
Man. Where am I? I'm on number 5 right now.
Yep.
Number 5 is Onion.
You get out of here.
Why?
You literally, that's not true. That's literally the worst
Number 6
character.
is Johnny and Yosaku. They share a spot.
You can't have one or the other. You gotta have
They become
both.
fishermen.
So fucking weak.
Isn't that cool? They give up on being bounty hunters
Yeah,
because
'cause-
they're so fucking weak that they become fishermen.
Good.
They're such fucking losers.
Let them
that they
stay out
become
of danger.
fishermen.
Are those the guys
Those are
that?
the bounty hunters.
Yeah,
that,
those are me and Christian.
Big
and-
Bro Zorro. Remember
Yeah,
us?
no, I love those guys.
Yeah, they quit being bounty hunters eventually in the cover stories because they were too weak. They kept getting their ass.
They stayed
kicked.
on.
That's
Na-
really
they stayed on
funny.
Nami's island.
They
I
stay
love-
on Nami's island and become fishermen.
I loved them when I was watching it. I was kind of sad when they left. I was like, I really hope they show back up because
Yeah.
I love those guys.
Why didn't they join the Straw Hats?
Why didn't they join the Straw
Because they're
Hats?
lame.
No, I knew that they weren't going to join the Straw Hats, but I was hoping that they would be a reoccurring character that would just show up for moral support, Big Bro Luffy, Big Bro Zoro. I'm like,
Nope.
They're not gonna. You're not gonna see their asses in the Grand Line.
I'm
They're-
so sad.
Number 7, Bartholomew, because he was technically at Logstown.
yeah. Bartolomeo.
Barto.
Barto?
Bartolomeo.
He
something
was
like
in
that.
Logtown?
He was in Logtown when Luffy was up on the stand getting pretending to get executed.
If
and
you
then almost
grab
getting
a
executed.
magnifying glass and hold it up to
He's-
the crowd, no, I'm
That's
just
where
kidding.
he becomes a fan of Luffy because he's he's a street
'cause
gang
he
leader
sees
there.
him.
Yeah,
he's
he's from-
a street gang leader
Wow.
there.
So he's from
Sees him-
Logtown.
Yeah, he sees all
He's
that
a
go down,
gangster.
and then he becomes fans of Luffy.
Then he goes to sea.
Wow.
Isn't
okay.
that cool?
Yeah. Number 8, Helmeppo.
Okay.
Okay.
He's Axham Morgan's son.
Number 9.
Number Jesus. Number 9 is Brogy.
Broggy?
Broggy.
Yeah, the giant.
Yeah.
Why? Hold up. Why not Dory, huh?
Brog, because I was a team Broggy whole time.
I was
Broggy is
Team
which
Dory.
I don't remember.
He's the big.
Uh,
He's
Oh.
he's the
I don't
rounder,
rounder
one.
one, right?
Yeah, he's the rounder.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
Actually, but
Dory.
if
Whatever.
I could just interject for a 2nd, my number 10, the reason
Pal.
why I changed it, I love Pell.
Number 10 for me is Pal.
Oh, man.
Who?
Pal.
Pell?
Remember Pell?
You like Pell?
The
I
guy who
love
died in
Pell,
Alabasta
yeah.
but didn't die in Alabasta.
And then didn't die in Alabasta.
This is crazy. This is the first time I meet a One Piece fan that's popping for Pell.
Oh, I
Pell is
love
one of the
Pell.
only devil fruit users who gets the ability to fly from his devil fruit
Yeah,
naturally.
he's awesome. He's so cool.
There's most other devil fruit users can't fly, or their flying is not truly flying, but just kind of like, oh, I'm a smoke logia, so I'm not really flying. I'm just kind of floating through air.
Pell is so cool.
Or gas Logia.
He should have stayed dead.
Gas fruit.
No, he should.
That's what I got from eating all this.
Pell, what?
I mean,
where's his
actually,
why his sacrifice does? I mean, shit. That
yeah.
bomb's supposed to kill a whole city.
I kind of found it weird that he lived through that a little bit. I did find it a little
Possible.
strange that that happened.
When we get all caught up, we're gonna do a top 10 list of characters that should have stayed dead in One Piece.
Oh, Pell, number 1.
Pell number 1.
Pell number.
What I was gonna,
actually, I'm sorry, but
No, you're good.
there's a number 1 character, but you'll get to that character soon. But
What I was gonna say, Christian, was my number 10 on my list. Actually, I couldn't think of another one, and I was thinking of characters that I really enjoyed watching. So before I put Crocodile there, I actually put those 2 giants from that one mountain.
Wait, which ones?
they were originally on the list.
They were originally on the list.
The 2 giants.
I couldn't remember their names, so I put the 2 giants
Brody
from
and
that
Dory?
one island.
Oh,
Broggy and Dory. Broggy and Dory.
They were up there.
That's a good show. You watching the trailer right now?
I'm trying to find where the Black Cat Pirate shows up. Oh, they got an Invincible Season 2 trailer?
That came out right when
really?
the combat pass, so for Mortal Kombat came out. The trailer for it.
Wait, can we talk about that real quick before we end the episode today?
The combat pack.
Can we talk about Mortal Kombat 1? Is this
Sure.
Can I get on my
Are
soapbox?
you
about
a Mortal Kombat person?
Look,
no.
Somewhat. I'm not like deep in the lore. I don't know much about it.
They just announced
played games.
They're announcing the new game. The new game comes out pretty soon, September, I think. And they're slowly drip feeding us information. And Omni-Man from Invincible, Peacemaker from Peacemaker and Suicide Squad, and Homelander from The Boys
Are you serious?
are all going to be DLC characters in the first
Wow.
DLC pack. Which, you gotta love that modern age gaming where they announce the DLC before they fully announce the
Yeah.
roster.
The
roster
you haven't
the
had the
roster
roster
isn't fully
yet.
announced, but we have the
Well,
first 6 DLC
to be
characters
fair-
you're gonna have to buy.
To be fair, they were all leaked before.
The most deadly
or maybe
alli-
they leaked it on
The
purpose.
most deadly alliance thing is Shang Tsung and Quan Chi being locked behind paywalls. That's the most villainous thing.
Both
Oh.
both these characters that were free back in 2000 shit, and now I gotta pay for them.
That's right. Get upset. Get angry.
It was like how an MK.
Go down to your local law enforcement and write a federal complaint to Ed Boon himself on Twitter.
It's like how an MKX.
Throw up.
I'm gonna throw up.
It's like how an MKX, like Melina's free, but then you gotta for MK11, you gotta pay for her. What the fuck?
Do you remember when they weren't going to put her in MKX or 11 and
Is
they
that true?
just gave Katana size in one of her moves?
Is that what happened?
Yeah, you got size. You could equip size to her.
Because
and
that's
she
what they
got-
fucking did to Stryker. They just instead of putting Stryker back in, let's just take his moveset and
give
like
to
split,
RoboCop.
split it among split it among different characters. Because Jax's grenade launcher in MK11 is
Yeah.
literally just Stryker's grenade toss, just with a gun this time. It's literally the same function, and it pisses me.
They're
off.
never gonna put Stryker in another game.
I know because he's a
I mean,
cop.
he's in this one as a cameo. Ooh,
Oh, who gives a
cameo
fuck?
characters. Aren't you excited for your assist only fucking character roster?
That's mandatory. You're mandatory to pick a fucking leech that's on you.
Oh my God, Ed Boon, what are you doing?
It's always a fucking gimmick with these
Just
Mortal Kombat
email
games.
me and Eric already at planetzero@gmail.com and let us send you the script for Injustice 3. We'll make you at least $3.
At least.
We'll make the roster. You make the game, okay?
Yeah, actually, no, don't do. We'll make the roster and the basic mechanics. You just code it all because I think you'll do something fucking dumb like cameo characters.
Cameo characters.
What
or
if we
like,
put a second roster of characters who we could have made playable?
Well, how about they
but
put-
make them only assist characters?
well, how about we take the clashes from the Injustice series and put them in the MK
Oh,
series?
why? Why
So I
are
can-
they doing
So
that?
I keep spamming the clashes on you, like with that, like the last time we played.
I don't like it. I do like the way Baraka looks, or like the way he looks like he plays.
Is it? Are they making Tarkatans like a disease?
I think it's
or
a disease that
race?
turns you into that
Why can't you just be a race?
because Liu Kang remade the universe and it's his fan fiction now, baby.
Liu Kang.
It's his fan fiction now.
It's my fan
He
fiction.
turns into a
now.
god and he thinks he's so cool he can rewrite history.
Mhm.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Fair enough. But yeah, I think that's all the time we have for today.
Okay, we kind of one-pieced out over
Dude.
here.
We two-pieced out.
We two-pieced out.
Bang, bang. Plugs. Hair plugs. No, we'll cut that. But no, we're two-pieced out, baby. But yeah, thank you guys for listening so much. Emily, do you have anything to plug? I misquoted your Instagram handle earlier.
My Instagram and also my Twitter handle, both in which that I post my art in, is Lanky Dice. That's it.
Are you currently taking commissions?
I am currently taking commissions, yes.
There you go.
For the time being.
Cool.
If you're looking for a commission artist, you got one. You got one right here. Thank you guys for having me on the show.
Thank you for being on the show, buddy. It's always a pleasure when you're in town.
Yes, great. That was a great One Piece talk.
You can follow Eric outside of the movie theater.
Please don't follow me. I get scared
If
easily.
you see him coming home from a movie, follow him out into his car and ask him for an autograph. And you can follow me at Christian Rice Comedy.
I only sign
on
One Piece
Instagram.
books.
I will sign any book you hand to me because I can't read. So I'll go ahead and just sign whatever it is. On top of that, follow us on all of the social medias at Book Club from Planet Zero. We have Instagram. We have a Patreon that you can subscribe to. We have a YouTube channel now that you can subscribe to and listen to the podcast there if you prefer to listen on YouTube. But thank you for listening. Like, share, give it a rating, and Eric's going to lead us out of here.
Well, before I like to end this out, we have to do this new thing that we do whenever we have a guest
That's true.
online. We got to summon the Infinity Man. So we're gonna put our hands up in the air and we're gonna say Taru. Are you ready for this?
Go Taru.
We're all gonna say this in unison.
Do I?
we all gotta say this in unison, right? Okay. Taru. Okay, bye.